הנה מה טוב ומנעים שבת אחים גם יחד. 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 How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine ma tov, hine ma tov, umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight, and for those of you joining us online as well. Rabbi Rosen is celebrating a birthday today, so he is traveling, and I will be leading services tonight. For those of you joining us who may not know who I am, my name is Ben Russell. I'm the cantorial soloist. For any visitors we may have with us, we have two versions of our prayer book, a thick version and a skinny version. The thick version is the one I'll be reading out of, the numbers I will be giving. If you are fortunate enough to get the smaller Shabbat-only version, those numbers will be in the brackets. So look for the blue numbers in the brackets if you have the skinnier version. I invite you to turn to page 120 as we start with our blessing for Shabbat candles. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Praise be thou, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe. By your commandments we are sanctified, as we kindle the light night of Shabbat. Amen. Turn now to pages 122 and 123 for Kiddush. Vayhi Erev, Vayhi Boker, Yom HaShishi, and there was evening and there was morning the sixth day. The heaven and the earth were finished in all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'ahavahu v'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom tehila lemikrei kodesh, zecher letziat mitzrayim, kivanu v'acharta le'tanu kinashta mikol hamim leShabbat kodshecha be'ahava uv'ratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. Amen. Chaim. We continue our service now with the singing of Lecha Dodi on pages 138 and 139. We'll sing the refrain at the top and the first, second, and ninth verse standing on the ninth verse. Lecha Dodi 138. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad hishmiyanu, ela meyuchad Adonai echad shmo echad v'shimu tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu b'nei elchakihim ekor haberacha mirosh mikedem nesucha suf ma'aseh v'machshava techila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha ובצולה תוך אמונה עם סגולה ובוריך לה Moichala Lecha dodi litkraskala Benishamos nekabela Lecha dodi litkraskala Benishamos nekabela. While we're risen, we take a moment to turn to each other and greet each other with Shabbat Shalom. Dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela Lecha dodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela. I invite you to be seated and to turn to page 144 for our Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal ve'yitgadash shemei Rabba Ve'elmad evarach erotei ve'amlich malchutei B'chayechon uvyomechon U'v'chayerecho Beit Yisrael Bagala, bagala, ubizman kariv, vimeru amen. Yesh me rabba mevarach, le'alam olal me'almaya, yitzbarach, yitzbarach, vayishtabach, v'yitvar, v'yitramam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitale, v'yitalal, shemer kedusha, Brechu le'elim min kol berchata v'shirata Tush bechata v'nechemata Damiram be'alma v'yimeru amen. Responsively, the bottom of page 147. O God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. O let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence. I invite you to rise as we turn to 146 for our Baruch Hu. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. lai lai. Baruch Adonai Hamvorach leolam va'ed. Together at the bottom of 149. This is an hour of change. Within it, we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it, we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. Responsively on 151, wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us, and the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. We join our voices with those of generations past in our affirmation of faith, Shema Yisrael, on 152 and 153. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. You may be seated. On the next page, ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בהם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Responsively at the bottom of 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Tonight's Torah portion, Bishalach, or I should back up a little bit. Tonight is known as Shabbat Shirah, Shabbat of song. Our Torah portion, Bishalach, that we'll be reading from tonight, contains the song of the Israelites after crossing the Red Sea. We're going to read that portion, but before we read that portion and before we continue into Michamocha, I want to draw your attention for later study that there are 6 miracles that actually occur within this one Torah portion, only one of which gets a song. At the beginning, we get cloud by day and fire by night to protect the Israelites. When we get to the Red Sea, it miraculously splits, we cross, but the Egyptians cannot. Later, the waters at Marah become sweet when Moses throws wood into it. After the Israelites complain for lots of different things, but mainly food, quail, and manna, rain from heaven and follow the Israelites as they go forward. Again, needing water, Moses strikes a rock and water is produced at Horeb. And then finally, the last one, there's a victory over Amalek, who is actually the grandson of Esau. In this victory where the Israelites are fighting Amalek and his people, Moses stands with his hands raised. And as long as his hands are raised, the Israelites win. If his hands fall, the Israelites fail. And so 2 other people stand and help him hold his arms during the entire thing. And that is the last miracle that we find in Beshalach, the Torah portion for songs, yet many more victories and many miracles. We continue with singing of the miracle of crossing of the Red Sea, and we join our voices with the Israelites as they sang on page 158, Michamocha. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha nedar b'kodesh, Nura tehilot, Osei vele, Michamocha, Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha nedar b'kodesh. Who is like you? Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? When Moses and the children crossed the sea, they sang to you with songs of joy. Who is like you, Adonai? All the way back to the top with Michamocha. Michamocha ba'elim Adonai, Michamocha Nedar bako. Now you pick a part, whichever part you want to sing. Nora tehilot. O say fele. Very nice. The top of 161. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, hapurei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. A thought has blown the marketplace away. There's a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat arrives in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night. Eternity utters a day. Together in the middle of 162, the people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed. I invite you all to take a moment to close your eyes, take a deep breath, let that breath out. One more deep breath. And out. In an envelope marked personal, God addressed me a letter. In an envelope marked personal, I have given my answer. I invite you to rise as we join in tefillah on pages 164, 166, 168, and 170. Please rise. Adonai sebatitita udia gita gidateka. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Whether it is through the words of your heart, the words of our Siddur. I invite you to continue praying through page 183. You may be seated when you are ready. Ozi וזמרת יד ויהי לי לישועה. עוזי וזמרת יד ויהי לי לישועה. עוזי וזמרת יד ויהי לי לישועה. עוזי וזמרת יד ויהי לישועה. עוזי וזמרת יד ויהי לי לישועה. עוזי וזמרת יד ויהי לי לישועה. Together. עוזי וזמרת יד וזמרת יד ויהי לי לישועה. עוזי עוזי וזמרת יד וזמרת יד ויהי לי לישועה. לישועה. We turn now to page 364 for Seder Kriyat HaTorah. We'll get that out in a moment. Our Torah service will continue on 364, 366, 368. We'll keep going through all of those pages. I invite you to rise as the ark door is opened. Baruch Shato Shema Yisrael Adonai Elohim Adonai Echad Elohim Kadosh Shemo Gadol Adonai Iti Uromash Yachdav. Bashamayim uvaretz, kichol bashamayim uvaretz, lecha Adonai hamamlacha, v'hamit na'aseh lechol lerosh. Zagoyel goy keret, lo yilmedu od milchama. Goyel goy keret, lo yilmedu od milchama. Lo yisagoyel goy keret, lo yilmedu od milchama. Lo yisagoyel goy keret, lo yilmedu od milchama. And everyone neath their vine and fig tree shall live in peace and unafraid. And everyone neath their vine and fig tree shall live in peace and unafraid. And into plowshares beat their swords, nations shall make one accord. And into plowshares beat their swords, nations shall make one accord. Don't know this song. Everyone be their vine and victory shall live in peace and unafraid. And everyone neath their vine and victory shall live in peace and unafraid. You may be seated. Sometimes I forget. So, make a motion, wave. Need the It is my honor to call the entire congregation of Beth Israel that's at least here present and maybe joining us online to chant the blessing for Torah. You can find that blessing. 369, I am hearing. Oh wait, 368, yes. Yamdu ha-kahila mi Beit Yisrael kahila le'aliyah ha-Torah. All right. Baruch. Please rise. Baruch. Adonai Hambarak. Baruch Adonai Hambarak le'olam ba'ed. Repeat that. Baruch Adonai Hambarak le'olam ba'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Hamim Benatan Lanu Et Torato Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah. Amen. All right. Az Yashir Moshe Uvnei Yisrael Et Hashirah. I have to look at my cheat sheet. Hazot la'Adonai vayomru le'mor. Ashira Adonai ki ga'o ga'a. We've heard that before from the Prince of Egypt. Sus verochvu rama bayom. Ozi vezim ratya vayehili lishua. Ze'eli ve'anvehu Elohei avi ve'arum menhu. It's a tough one. Adonai ish milchama. Adonai Shemo. And the bottom blessing on 368. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. You may be seated. Moses and the Israelites sang this song to Adonai. They said, I will sing to Adonai, for Adonai has triumphed gloriously. Horse and driver, Adonai has hurled into the sea. Yah is my strength and might. Yah is become my deliverance. This is my God. I will enshrine Yah, the God of my ancestors' house. I will exalt Yah. Adonai is the warrior. Adonai is God's name. In the presence of the Sefer Torah, we would like to remember all of those in our community who are sick. On our list, that is Murray Alperin, Myra Alperin, Baracha Batlea Menashe, Lauren Rosenbaum Brown, Norm Coleman, Becky Craig, David Doctor, Jan Doctor, Seth Feibelman, Philip Gordon, Zoe Gressel, Eric Heron, Jerry Jacobs, Harry Kolodny, Addie Lehman, Damian Riggs, Yolanda Henderson Riggs, Juliana Rubinsky Rojas, Joyce Salomon, Michael Sawyer, Betty Shornick, Gilbert Solik, Elisa Rubinsky Stein, and Catherine Weiner. We would also like to offer a Misha Berach for our dear ones in Israel, Gabriela Ravinsky, At and family, Sipi and Rafi Ben Talila, Galia Bonet and children, Miriam Britt and family, Jacob Horkos and family, Ron and Shlomit Granot, Ilan Gressel, Jonathan Gressel, Noam Gressel, Macy and Tamar Granot, Rabbi Stuart Clammer and family, Sarit Ozeri and Renat McDonald, Francine Sherwood, Yara and Evan Wertheim, Alex Wiseman and family, the Parker family, Eliyahu, Julie, Tahila, Benjamin, Azaria, and Hodiah, and Sarah Cohen Korkus and husband Elad Korkus, and their babies Barak and Ayala. If there are any other names that you would like to add or any names that you would like to correct that I may have mispronounced, please do so as I indicate to you. We join together our voices on page 371 with the singing of Misha Berach in the middle of the page. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor Abracha Limotenu. May the source of strength bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misebera imotenu mekor abracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We rise and turn to page 370 for Vezot HaTorah, followed by 374 Hodo and Eitz Chaim. I'd like to invite Zach Simper up. Vezot HaTorah shesam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael, Ali Adonai beyad Moshe. Odo aleres v'shamayim v'yarem To remain standing as we turn to page 586 for Aleinu L'Shabeach. Aleinu L'Shabeach, It is a fearful thing to love what death can touch, a fearful thing to love, hope, dream, to be and oh, to lose. A thing for fools this, and a holy thing to love. For your life has lived in me, your laugh once lifted me, your word was gift to me. To remember this brings a painful joy, to say human thing, love, a holy thing, to love what death has touched. Tonight our thoughts are with those who are observing the art sites for Florian Abrams, Erna Asher, Lottie Brady, Myrtle Boyas, Hattie Mitchell-Dorman, Lydia Erickson, Mae Friedman, Darius Gordon, Natalie Gordon, David Grishman, Barbara Fish, Anita Kaminsky, Harold McRae Loeb, Russell Melnick, Vera Miller, Pam Mintz, Joanne Mykoff, Ethel Neveleth, Nathan Ostrov, Abe Ronas, Edith Sherman, Alfred Sternberg, and Joshua K. Vintanzo. If there are any names that I may have missed, any names I may have mispronounced, or any names you would like to add, please do so as I indicate to you. We join together as a community on page 598. I invite you to rise or be seated, as is your tradition for Kaddish Yatom, our mourner's Kaddish. Yit Kadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma debrach rotei ve'amlich malchutei V'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayerecho Beit Yisrael Ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam L'almei Almaya Yit Barach V'yishtabach V'yitba'ar V'yidromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei Kedusha B'richu Le'elam Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tush B'chata V'nechemata Dai Miram Be'alma V'imru. Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. You may be seated. So I have a couple of announcements tonight. First and foremost, that's coming up in my binder is the book drive benefiting the 8th Annual Literacy Achievement Bonanza for the Institute of Southern Jewish Life. You can donate books through February 15th. Those are new and gently used children books, and at the back is a box for those new and gently used children's books. There's also a QR code on it. If you need to scan it, you can look at a list of books that are needed, and you can purchase that way. We will have regular Saturday service at 9 a.m. with Torah study to follow at 10:45, led by Eric Barassa. So 9 a.m., not here in the sanctuary, it'll be in the library, and then followed by Torah study. Religious school will be Sunday at 9:30 a.m. This week, Judaism 101 will be at 6:30 on Tuesday, and Adult Hebrew is on Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. The rabbi will also be speaking at an event at the two Mississippi museums commemorating the 4 chaplains, heroes of World War II, on February 2nd at 10 a.m. And coming next Shabbat, we will have a pulpit swap with Northminster Baptist. Those dates will be February 2nd and the 4th. This will be our chance to meet their new senior pastor, Scott Dickinson, if you missed his installation. Doubt and Discovery, a series of discussions about Judaism and temple life, continues at Artie Finkelberg's house on February 20th. Please RSVP to Artie. And you can always keep up with the happenings at Beth Israel with the blast and the highlights. Our closing song tonight is going to be page 648, Shir Chadash. Let's make sure that's correct. Shir Chadash 648. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash. I will sing unto God a new song. Please join us afterwards for a very, very brief oneg. We will be doing a Tu B'Shabbat Seder. It's an abbreviated Seder. So please join us for that right after services. Shabbat Shalom.